that they're facing this way, and then just put it on like that. Then this. Keep doing that until you get to the end of your loom. And I'm using the purple one because I can't find my blue ones, but you only need one and it doesn't matter if this is purple or blue. Anyways, once you're done with that, you're going to want to do the other side. So skip one, the one in the middle, skip the one in the middle, and then just do this one right there. So it's just like that. And then just do the exact same thing that you did for that one. Okay, we're almost to the end of our loom. Okay, now I'm going to cut the video real quick, and our loom is just like this. Still make sure that it's facing this way, and then you're just gonna put on whatever your secondary color choice is, which mine is black, and I'm just going to keep doing that. Oh, the band flew away. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I get to like somewhat the middle. This isn't like the middle, but like I'm going to measure this. So like I'm gonna pull my camera back real quick. Okay, so look, I'm like measuring the middle, so I'm gonna like one finger here, one finger here. So my text is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My text is 6 beads long. See? I'm spelling B's on mine. Whatever you're spelling on yours, just count the number, because you want your text to be in the middle. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then count how many there are in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna take one band off because it's a little over there. So now I have all this room over here. So I'm going to grab a small hook like this. You don't have to have a hook, but it does make it easier. I'm going to put my bead on the hook, and you have to make sure it's a small hook like this or it won't work. And put the rubber band on it like that, and pull the rubber band just like so. Hold that, and then just slide the bead on there, just like so, and then take it off of the hook and place it on your loom, just like you placed the other ones, just like so, okay? And then I'm going to do that for the other beads, but let me show you the other way. If you do not have a hook, so you're just gonna squeeze your rubber band, and then the hole should be big enough, and you're going to try to squeeze it through that hole. And, oh, oopsie, I pulled it all the way out. and then put that on there. And do make sure that all your text is the right way, because I did make that mistake one time. So yeah, anyways, since this is the long form video, I'm going to stay on the video. But you can speed to the next part if you want. As you can see, I'm just putting all the letters on, just like so. And if you do put it on the, if you do use the hook, here, I'll show you how to use it. It's gonna be a little hard to get it off. And you must use these square beads. You can't use the circled ones because the holes for that one are too small. So, yeah. And it's gonna be a little hard, but you just have to like do it. If you're using the hook, it's going to be a little hard to get that. So, okay, I'm almost done putting my letters on. And your word can be as long as you want, as long as your text is big enough, or as long as your loom is big enough. It could be as long as you want. So your text could be that long. But yeah. Anyways, I'm done with my text. So I'm going to keep, oh, see, if this happens, you just want to put it on, make sure it's the right order. So you put the one that fell off first on, and then you put, then you put this one on. Just like so. Because that does happen, that did happen a lot to me. Anyways, you want to keep putting your rubber bands on, just like so, until you reach the end. Okay, so now we got this thing going on, and then you want to take the side where it's like going this way, where it has this type of shape, not the side where it has this type of shape. So you want to take it and you want to put this one right there, and then you want to put this one also right there, just like that. And then on the other side, you want to take this and put it right there, and then take this and put it right there. All right, and now I'll be right back. Any color rubber band. I prefer using this color, so like your outer color, but it really doesn't matter. And then you'll just want to put it over 3 pegs, just like that, and then keep doing that for until here. But do not put it on these 3. I'll show you in a minute once I do mine. So just keep going just like that. Just like so. And just put it over your letters. Just like nothing's there. just like so. Oh, oopsie. I did that on accident. I'm just gonna take that off and do that. Okay, what I was saying, do not put one on this last peg right here, okay? Just wanted to clear up one thing. Actually put these back, so where I left off, it was like this, right? So put those back on those pegs. It won't ruin anything, don't worry. And then put that band right there. But just don't put one on these last three. That's what I meant. And then put it right over there again. Just like so. Anyways, I'll tell you the next step in just a minute. Part is a semi-difficult part. You like need a hook for this. I mean, you might be able to do it with your hands, but it's gonna be pretty hard. So you want to flip this upside down so it's facing this way, okay? Just put this up here a little bit real quick so you guys can see better. All right, now take your hook. This is gonna be really hard, so you guys gotta pay attention. Pull this back, the top band with the yellow. Pull that back, right? So pull that back in that band and just go right there. Take that band right there and scoop it up just like that. Okay, and then put it right there on that peg. And then do that for all until here. And then, wait, no. Do this until there, and then stop, and then put it right there. I'll show you. So, I'll tell you when I get to that end part. So you guys can copy what I do. And just do that for the top for now. We'll do the middle and the bottom later, but it's really the same technique. You can skip this part of the video if you want, because it does take a little long. But that's part of the process. And I'll tell you when you need to watch in case you didn't pause the video and you're just listening to me talk. So just keep doing that until you get to that last peg where I'll show you what to do. Now, if you do fail on your first time, that's okay. Like when you finish the bracelet, if you do fail, that is okay, because I failed like a lot of times my first time. Anyway, you need to look now. So it should look like this when your top layer is all done. you just want to do the same thing you did. Pull back that one and get that one. And just put it right there. Pretty easy, right? And then do that same thing to this layer now. Skip the middle for now. Just do it to here. Don't ask me why we're skipping the middle, but we'll do it right after this. And just do the exact same thing you did on the other side. I guess I should put the camera down now so you can see better. I'm trying not to get my hand in the way unless you're trying to see how to do it here. When you're done with the yellow, I'll show you how to do the black, even though it's exactly the same as the yellow. But we just do this part first because I have no idea why we do this part first, but that's how I was taught. Sorry, my hand was like right in the camera. And just bring that band right to there. Okay, when you're done with the top and the bottom, it should look like this. Oh my gosh, that was a close one. Sorry, my beads just fell. Anyways, you just want to do that exact same thing with the middle, but it's going to be easier since you can like track that black or whatever color yours is. Just like so. If I can get it on there. That might have been a better tutorial than the first one, sorry. Anyways, just keep doing that until you get to the end. And again, for the beads in the middle, I'll show you in just a minute what I'm doing. Okay, for your beads in the middle, you just want to just pretend like your beads are not, if I can ever get it back on. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Pretend like your beads are not there. Oh, I messed up. If you do like mess up like that, then you just want to pull that and put it over that cap band. Or not cap band, but whatever. And then just keep doing that. And again, pretend like the beads are not there. It is going to be like a bit harder with the beads there, but just pretend like they're not there. And ignore their existence. And again, keep doing that until, hold up. Sorry guys, I was just seeing something. I couldn't see my band. And keep doing that until you get to the end, and I'll show you how to do it for the last one. And I know I might be like showing you everything, like every single thing, but I do want to make this tutorial as helpful as possible. And I am talking a lot because I do not want to be silent because that's boring. Anyways, you just do like you have done before. Do that and just put it over that. And I do believe this is the end of the tutorial, but I think we only have one more step left. So you want to take the side, not this, turn it. I'm going to take the side with this. This is going to be a little complicated, and I do not think you can do this without a hook. That would probably be humanly impossible. But you want to stick your hook in that, and then you want to like stick it out here and make sure none of the bands fall off, or that would be bad. And then take whatever color. I'm going to use black because I want to. And just put that on the band and make sure make sure it doesn't fall off like mine just did. Sorry. And then put that back on. And you want to pull it out. Oh my gosh, mine keeps falling off. Okay. This is hard to do while videoing. I want to pull it out. Oh my god. Okay. Pull it out of here without getting any rubber bands on your hook. Just like so. And then put the other side on there, just like that. And then I'll be right back because I need to get something. Connector, I prefer these ones, but you could maybe do it with the other ones. And just connect those little two black bands together. Just like that, and pull the hook out. Like that. And then I do prefer to use the hook for this because it does get a little tricky, and this may mess up your thing if you don't use a hook, but it is possible to be used without a hook, and you just want to take everything off of the thing and just keep taking everything off until you get to the end. It shouldn't break if you did it right. I didn't do it right on my first attempt, so if you didn't, that's okay. And I'm just gonna put it over here now. Hopefully you guys can see. Good enough. Hopefully you guys can see good enough. And just take it off, just like so. And just, yes, ignore your beads, just like we did this whole entire time. This is actually the first one that I didn't do on, or that I did do on my first try without it messing up. If it is looking like this as you're taking it off, you did do it right. So congrats. If I didn't do this right though, I was about to crash. Well, it's not the first one I did on the first try. The second one that I did on the first try. Because for some reason, the first one of these that I did, it was on the first try. But when I tried to make another one, which was only the second one I've ever made, I kept failing. So this is only the third one I've ever made, but someone requested for a tutorial yesterday, and I wanted to get it as fast as possible. And just keep doing that. It might take a while, but it's better safe than sorry, right? And I'm almost to the end. Now you can do this without a hook. It is possible, but I do prefer a hook for this part. And when you get to the end, just be very careful because there is these 3 bands hanging out. So take these 3 bands and like put it on your finger for a minute, and I'll be right back. Let me slide that aside for a minute. So we just need to do one more quick thing to extend it a bit because it's too small. So just put rubber bands like that going there, but I already did one, so I did 5, as you can see. And you want to make sure it's facing this way, right? This way. And then put that on there, on the end. This is your bracelet, by the way. And make sure it's only stretching onto just, oh, oopsie, that's okay. Just put it back on there. Make sure it's only stretching on 2. And then just do that. Just like so. And then do that until you reach the end of yours, however big you have made yours. Just like that. Now, if you make yours bigger, that's your choice. That your wrist might be bigger. And then once you make it to the end, just stick yours in there and just pull. Now, you might want to help it with your hand a bit. And it should look like something like this. And then just connect it. So I'm going to take mine off the hook real quick. Oh no. Okay, we're good, we're good. And just connect it to that connector right there. Just like so. If I can get it the right way. Okay, bye guys.